Hello, guys, and welcome to Trenham, PA, here at one of my favorite malls, the mall I've wanted to see for a while. But yeah, guys, this is the mall I've really wanted to see for a while. I was glad back in May I was finally able to go to this mall. Now, a brief history about this mall. This mall was the last Mills mall to open up ever, and so it opened um, by the Mills Company. Its grand opening was on July 14th, 2005. So ironically, it's about to turn 17 next week. but yeah, fast fact about this mall. This is the only mall that was developed by the Mills Company, which is technically now Simon Properties, that they do not currently own. But we'll get to that in a minute. But as I said, so on to the history of this mall. When this mall first opened up, its original anchors were J.C. Penney and Kaufman's, which is now Macy's, along with a Sears Grand Store, which was the first of its kind here out east. So that's kind of cool fact. And as far as I know, the only kind that I've ever seen. Maybe there was more, I don't know. But anyway, but but like I was saying, so on December 30th, 2006, only about a year and a half after it opened, the Mills Corporation announced it had sold its stake in Pittsburgh Mills to its partner in the project, which was Zamaya Services, based out of Johnstown. Which, like I said, that's the reason why this mall was not part of Simon, in the United States. There's two up in Canada as well, but I mean only United States. Then, as I said, in 2006, with the May Company being bought out by Federated, the Kaufman's here, it's only open a year earlier, now became a Macy's. And when this mall first opened, it was delivered to much fanfare, but that quickly waned, and it's been dying ever since because Lucky Strike Lane, the bowling alley, closed a year later, and eventually replaced with restaurants. Linens and Sings closed in 2008, and Borders Books closed in 2011. But really, the big first major downfall of the mall was in 2015. The Sears Grand closed, and in its 10-year run at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Also, the year before, for the first time, which is never usually a good sign for malls, non-retail businesses started occupying spaces in the mall, such as real estate offices, pharmacies, medical supply outlets, and also fitnesses, including a technical school which opened up in 2016. Then 2020, we had the pandemic, which this mall was already struggling before that, but the pandemic, I think, is what officially basically killed it, because the first major thing was Cinemark Cinemas announced that it would not reopen once it were permitted to across the country after the lockdown. Although another movie theater did move in there, it was locally owned and it had less hours and it's not as popular. Then later on in that year, J.C. Penney announced they would close in October of 2020 as part of 154 stores they would close during their bankruptcy proceedings. So that leaves Macy's, which is hanging on by a thread, but I don't think has much time left. Joann Fabrics and Dick's Sporting Goods as the only mall anchors left. Also, the food court just recently, about 2 years ago, fully closed for good, and you guys will see where we are right now. By the way, beautiful food court. I absolutely love the aesthetics of the food court with the lights and the way the tables and the columns are set up. Very nice. But anyway, yeah, so it's permanently closed at this time. This, by the way, fact about this mall is one of the largest malls in the East Coast at 925,000. So this mall, this is one of my favorite aesthetically pleasing malls. Just the structure of this mall, the weird dimensions, the features at every corner, and the signs and everything. And obviously, it's the newer mall, so that's part of it too. But honestly, if they said this mall is this is one of my favorites. For the future of this mall, I don't know what it holds. Probably going to slowly decline and eventually close for good. Although the Sears Grand is used as some online local place, it's not really used for shopping. It's mostly just used for fulfillment orders. And the Macy's, as I said, according to what I've heard online, this Macy's is probably not going to be here much longer. But only time will tell, and hopefully this mall does have a turnaround somehow, even though, again, not feeling very optimistic here. But Yeah, so I'm gonna stop talking, as I said, in a minute here. And I'm gonna put music into it, like I always do for all my malls. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit like and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys really, really soon as well. And yeah, so I will see you guys next time. Bye bye, guys.
Make the nights so bright.